Hi everybody, my name is Tiffany. Welcome back to my channel. In this video, let us talk about what the sun is happening to our planet and our consciousness. How the sun not only physically, but metaphysically, spiritually, energetically be affecting you. Ascension symptoms, DNA, your intuitive or psychic abilities, and your own consciousness. Watch this video and let's dive deep together. Now, if you are lightworkers, starseeds, empath, or HSP, we are pretty in tune with our surroundings, and you've already been experiencing this ascension in many ways. In particular, noticing how our sun has been changing. I remember when I was young, looking up at the sun. I don't recommend directly looking into the sun, but remember it as like a more yellow spectrum. And given that I live in Canada, I live up north, the sun I can feel has become so much more intense. The frequency has also changed. It is now becoming more of a white spectrum. You get to see more rainbow spectrum around it as well. There's absolutely a change going on with the sun that our scientific community or institution led us on to believe. Our solar system is moving into this area in the universe where there is a highly energetic photon belt. So we're being affected by these photon light. And because everything is interconnected, like the flower of life, our sun is affected by this light and in fact, changing every planet in the solar system, including every matter and energy that is on each planet. Through my own experience channeling with star beings and inner earth beings with my mentors and spirit guides, the sun is in fact a stargate. It is a stargate that some advanced civilization use to travel across the galaxies to different sectors of the universe. You might be able to find images of the sun or even yourself witnessing it through maybe your own telescope, items, UFOs, popping out nearby the sun and going off in their own directions. So the sun is definitely more than just a physical rock. Just like you are a multidimensional being, our sun is also a multidimensional being as well. So aside from our major 8 chakra inside the body, there's also an advanced chakra system as well. In particular, I want to bring your awareness to the soul star chakra, which is a portal that connects you to your higher self, your Akashic realm, and your Akashic records. Then there's the stellar gateway and the galactic gateway. The galactic gateway receives and filters information from the local star logos, filter it down to your stellar gateway, which is more connected to our very own local sun. So in this way, this is how we can open our upper chakras to receive information within our solar system and to other star systems like the Pleiades, Arcturus, Lyran, and so forth. And one really interesting thing about the sun that I've learned through my own channeling journey and researching is that the sun has the ability to transfer quantum information, such as DNA codons. I remember coming across this one study by a Nobel Prize physicist where he did an experiment using light, a DNA strand, and a specifically controlled water tank. And when he broadcast a laser past the DNA strand, a DNA strand in the water tank started to form on its own. So from there, it kind of gives us an insight that perhaps there's more to the sunlight than we are led to believe. Perhaps there are more metaphysical properties of the sun. And perhaps that is why the universe is teeming with life. Light itself transfer quantum information to create life across the universe. Now, when I made this video, I also asked my inner earth mentors if there are anything that they want me to share in this video. And the first thing they say is that the sun also changes our cellular structure of our DNA as well. It activates more strands of our DNA. There are 12 DNA strands that we are capable of activating. There's the 2 physical strands that we can see under the microscope, and then there are other etheric strands as well. And even within our physical DNA strand, what a lot of those junk DNA is in fact our ascended abilities, such as telepathy, being more in tune, having more health and rejuvenation ability into our bodies. And not to go down too far into the rabbit hole, some of these codons, to me, I believe have been inhibited by the institution. So now that the veil is lifting, the vibration of our solar system is rising naturally as a result of this movement in the galaxy. This transformation will also change the cellular structure of our bodies. You might have heard some channelers talking about us changing from a carbon-based being to a more crystalline being. Is gonna take some time for this evolution to happen, but that is the general trend that we're heading towards. It will also increases the function of our brain, right? Our brain can be broken down to 3 basic layers: the inner brain, reptilian brain, mammalian brain, and then the neocortex, the human side of the brain. So together, these 3 layers will be able to harmonize and work with each other in a more harmonious way. It will also cause a mass awakening in our consciousness. So lightworkers and starseeds, we are very much in tune with the energy around us. And for us, it was a little bit more easier to become awakened, right, through our own traumas and depression and anxiety. And so we're not perfect, right? We're in a human body, and that's okay. That's part of this experience, part of this journey. But as the sun changes, you will also notice that your body will change energetically, physically as well. I also asked my mentor, like, what can we expect from this transformation? So they mentioned that the shadows and light will face each other in its naked duality. So with some of you that into full disclosures, into partial disclosure, we already know that a lot of these disclosures are being released right now. Of course, some of us, like myself, would prefer the full disclosure so we can release, the truth to humanity. But we need to go through this process right now where we need to integrate our shadows and light, not only on the individual level, but on the collective level as well. Once we're able to see life and death, yin and yang, shadows and light as one thing, and accept the existence of both, we can then open our crown chakra even further and complete our individual chakra evolution. They also mentioned that the base frequency of humanity as a whole will awaken to our divine nature. We will reconnect with Source continuously over the next few decades. Galactic integration will happen, right? There's a lot of, I won't go too much into it, but different timelines, different groups, and us who just want the best for humanity, the highest possible timeline for us to be integrated to our cosmic family, to remember our starseed lineage, more of our Akashic records, and letting our old beliefs and programmings crumble, be released. New technologies will be released. New financial system will be available for the betterment of humanity. So instead of having money as evil or for controlling purposes, lightworkers will take back the system and use the abundance to actually create betterment for humanity. So to sum it all up, as all of these changes are happening, it might not be easy some days, right? We get ascension symptoms, our shadows are coming up to release, things that are no longer in alignment with our higher timelines are falling out, old jobs, relationships. It doesn't mean it's easy, but trust in yourself that all of this is bringing into a higher alignment. And to utilize mass meditation, unite with other light workers, Raise your vibration by being more loving and more forgiving. Ground yourself. This is so important. Strengthen your physical body. And you might also notice changes in your behavior and spiritual awakening and dietary changes as well. So don't be afraid to go on this ride with us. There are many light workers on this journey with you. You are never alone. You have your team with you. Trust and empower yourself to rise as the ascended master that you are here to become. And comment in the section below, have you been experiencing any ascension symptoms? Have your dreams become more vivid, ringing in the ears? Have you feel like certain times you feel dizzy or you're not quite here, right? When timeline changes, sometimes you can feel like you're here, but you're not here. You're kind of phasing in and out. Maybe you have been experiencing more spiritual visions and your gifts are activating. I would love to hear from you guys. Thank you so much for joining me today. My name is Tiffany, and if you want to work with me, I do offer private sessions, workshops, and training programs. Check out my website if you feel like my energy would serve you along your journey. Sending you lots of love, lots of light. Go out there and work your magic. Bye.